Have you ever played a game where one weapon or a character feels extremely overpowered? Or maybe you have been stuck using something so weak that it felt useless? That is the result of unbalanced gameplay. But how developers balance their games to make them fair, challenging, and fun? Balancing games is not only about adjusting the amount of damage things or enemies make, or the amount of resources obtained in a given time by mining, farming, or any other action, but also is about speed, recovery times, lock frames, level design, amount of enemies, and much more. So after playtesting a little bit the first part of this level, I decided to make it easier. It was a little bit difficult, and for that I need a new enemy type that is easier to kill, something to punch or kick easily, but different than my other enemies. So let me talk today about the progress of this week by showing you what I did after the intro. Welcome back. If you are new to the channel, I make games, and you can download many of my games from the link in the description below. First, spend a day drawing the new enemy, a type of zombie, but I wanted a different attack type than the other characters, something easy to see and understand, and at the same time with a distinctive attack type and some defense move. So the attack is a jumping attack. Then the enemy was added, but found that I could not add the jumping attack as I was expecting. So I spent another day implementing a jump animation to the zombie, and finally it was able to jump and attack my character. It worked, but it became too hard to kill. Even with very low attack damage and very low stamina, it was very hard to hit and counter. It moved too fast. There was no anticipation, so I had to draw an anticipation frames to balance the attack speed, the number of lock frames where it cannot make any other action, the cooldown between attacks, and finally after a day of playtesting, I was able to counter the enemy on jumping. Not always, I had to learn to time it, and that requires some skill. But you can also block enemy attacks to prevent the damage. There are many ways to prevent damage. As the attack pattern starts, you will have enough time to decide what to do, so it looks much better now and very clear when attack will happen. Then, the next few days I spent most of my time drawing new assets to finish the first level, extend the inside of the temple, and start to add new areas to the second floor, new stairs, and many small details to make the world more interesting. And at this moment, the game is not optimized yet at all. There are like 7 to 8 areas in the first world, and all the sprites are being drawn even if not on screen. But even with that, I am still getting over 500 frames per second, or FPS. Still, I want to implement a better algorithm to control the drawing of sprites, but for now it works fine, even if I draw 1000 sprites on this level. Once I finish adding a few more scenes, I will add all the enemies and add the animation frames of many new ones too. Besides that, lot of bug fixes, and small functionality was added to the level editor and animation editor, so I can control better the animation and speed of movement. And that is for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. How do you see the game now? How does it look to you? If you want to support my work, please click like and subscribe and click on the notification bell so you do not miss my next update. Thank you so much for watching my journey. See you next week.